Right, people, welcome back to the Kop TV. Liverpool 1, Manchester City 2. What have I just watched? What kind of mental ending was that to the game? I'm speechless from what I saw. I'd rather lose 3-1 than have Szoboszlai banned for 3 games. But anyway, we'll get to that bit. We go from the start. No question marks raised over the team. Gakpo is always going to start in this game as a 6'4" forward player to, you know, put the pressure on and create chances, shots. I think today he was just more of he was just used for his body. He didn't really do anything else. And when I say that, what I mean is, you know, be physical, but creatively, nothing came from Liverpool in the first half. 0 shots on target. It's not just Cody. The whole team didn't have a shot on target in the first half. They had 10 shots on target, or 10 shots in the first half, which was the most since Opta in 2003-04 for a first half. And then we didn't even have a shot on target till the 51st minute, and that was Dominic Szoboszlai, who has just had the biggest 0-0 moment there ever. In that first half, really early chance for Haaland. Kerkez does really well and did do very well today, I thought. But again, nothing from a Liverpool perspective in that first half to really get you out of your seat. It was more just keeping it compact and tight, making sure they don't score in the first half, which they didn't. But there were some really nervy moments, flashing shots past. But then obviously the half-time comes. I think both teams would be happy to be 0-0 at half-time. And I have to mention the lack of activity on the subs bench. You know, 82 minutes Liverpool didn't make a sub until, and you could see as the game wore on, some of the first touches today, I have to say, whether it be from the defenders, the midfielders or the attackers, yeah, of course it was zippy on that surface today, but your first touches have to be so much cleaner than they were today, and the amount of times Liverpool gave the ball away. However, there was a period in that second half where the atmosphere was absolutely bouncing, and actually when Liverpool scored, there was a flurry of play just before that where Katike flashes one wide, you know, a shot at Donnarumma. You could feel something was coming. City definitely a bit on the back foot in that period, maybe from 50 minutes to maybe 75. Liverpool were really good, but that isn't going to be enough against a team that has Haaland, against a team that can bring on Shirky, the start Semenyo. You know, Marmoush was causing Liverpool problems in the first half with some shots, some long range efforts which flashed wide, and then everything seemed to be in control. It was your typical, they'll try and break us down, but we score the goal, now we're going to kill them and go for the second, the third. The fans were on it. You know, it really did feel like we were going to see this out and it would be a Liverpool 1-0 win. And then the goal comes. I mean, again, I'd love to know the difference between the Arsenal free kick and this free kick. It must be inches. I think it was... He's gone the other side though this time. Last time it kind of ripped over the wall to the left, hit the post and goes in. This time it goes the other way. Some strike from Dominic Szoboszlai, and once again another free kick, another reason why he proves to us that he is Mr. Dependable, Mr. Reliable, especially at set pieces. He was a right back tonight. My next question is, who's going to play right back for the next 3 games? Because it certainly isn't Frimpong, it certainly isn't Conor Bradley, and now it certainly isn't Dominic Szoboszlai. And who else? Calvin Ramsey. At this stage, Calvin Harris might be playing at right back in the next game. So the goal goes in, Liverpool 1-0 up. Again, you feel in the stadium when that happens that, yeah, we're going to see this out. Can we even go on and get a second goal? And that was, you know, what we all wanted. But it was 2 gifts. We've given them 2 gifts. Yeah, look, on the balance of the game, they were good value for their goal. They should have, I think a draw would have been the fair result. But I mean, how you can allow Haaland to win that header? It's an easy tap in for Bernardo Silva. Thought the referee, just as a side note, got so many small, medium and big decisions wrong today. I feel like he allowed the wrong things to go, but allowed the kind of small bits that you would normally bring back to go, and he allowed the big moments. And when I talk about big moments, I'm talking about the Chiesa penalty at the end. I need to watch that back. Sends off Dominic Szoboszlai, which I just didn't think would happen. If anything, I thought Haaland fouled Szoboszlai. Again, I need to watch it back. So it's 1-0 and you're thinking, wow, if any team here is going to go on and win the game, can it be Liverpool? And in the end, they get that second goal. The second goal from the penalty. I mean, as soon as Alisson rushes out the box, I need to again watch it back, right, because there's no replays in the ground, but I'm looking at the kind of the side of Virgil and Kirkus to be dealing with that Nico Wright or that Mateus Nunes kind of run through. He's clever, he gets the first touch, goes down. I mean, it's a stonewall penalty. Alisson absolutely flips him over and takes him out. He was down for a while after. And then there's obviously a lot of time to wait for Haaland to take that penalty and score it. It's 2-1. Can we go and get an equaliser? Alisson comes up in the box, corner's being whipped in. And you knew that was going to happen. If the keeper doesn't, get something, or there is the kind of direction of play towards their goal, when your keeper's in their box, you lose that ball. As soon as you lose that ball, you're in big danger. Shirky, it was a pass. I wouldn't even call it a shot. Haaland's obviously tried to stop it to let it go in. He's probably offside. And Szoboszlai and Haaland are going at it. I mean, to send him off, is that right? Is that right? When he was talking to the crowd, I was thinking he's going to disallow the goal here. But I did not expect him to give a red card. It's a straight one as well. He's going to miss Sunderland. He's going to miss... Who else is he going to miss? What games is he going to miss now? The next three anyway. Brighton in the FA Cup. Sunderland.
Sunderland's away.
So again, there was a period where Liverpool were on top. We were looking to go and win the game. We end up losing the game. So now the pressure is back on Arsenal. That's only 6 points difference.
Nobody's goal.
And it's just heartbreaking to lose that game. I have to question the manager in terms of the times of the subs. We were very reactive, not proactive. And I just can't believe we've lost that game. And Man City have won at Anfield for the first time with fans in the ground since 2004. And Liverpool lose again. And there's two outcomes for this. Struggling to be in a top 5 race at the minute. And if we'd won today, maybe the title race was over for Man City. So they're the two outcomes. The first one is what has happened. Liverpool are in big trouble now when it comes to securing top 4, let alone top 5. With Chelsea and Man United winning, Villa getting a point. Mate, Everton and Brighton are right behind us as well. We've got Wednesday night, 2 points. We've got Wednesday night, Sunderland 8:15. That's not going to be easy, as you know. So things are looking very, very dire right now on a league table, which is weird because in the last 2 games, Liverpool scored 10 goals. And then today, we just couldn't find it. What a goal from Szoboszlai. I thought Florian Wirtz, that little back heel in the first half, unbelievable. I actually think most of the Liverpool players had a good game, and that's why it's so frustrating. But listen, City win. Will they go on and overtake Arsenal? Who knows? But I don't care about that. I wanted us to go and win that game today, and we didn't. And I'm confused, perplexed as to why we didn't make subs earlier, as to why the touches were so bad, we lost the ball so much, why we didn't shoot a bit more in the first half. All of that has led to Liverpool losing 2-1. So who do you blame? How has that happened? Is the decision right to not give Chiesa a pen at the end? Is the decision right to send Szoboszlai off? Let us know. Just get into some fan cams.